Hi everyone, it's me, Carbundance, and welcome to my 365 days in a year from eating disorder to recovery. I was on travels, and so for today we're just having the microphone, but I will be back in a couple of days also for you guys to see. You see here in the screenshot, at that point in time I was very much getting into how much water is the right amount for me to take in, because I was afraid to have too little or too much, and also too little salt or too much salt. But that is something I just wanted to make sure I include this, because you have to know that is something that your body will let you know. I mean, I know it sounds too simple, and I mean it sounds like such a new concept, right? But it's actually the most natural thing to just drink according to your thirst, and that's it. I mean, I could not wrap my head around this, and someone who has never had a problem with that, in like trusting their body's hunger and thirst signals, they will think like, okay, this is getting really, really strange now. Like, how could somebody not trust their thirst signals and drink more than they want to, or drink less? Because it's just the most natural thing for people who have never had a problem with that. But I did have a problem with that, and especially when my fingers started to swell, water retention is one reason why body parts can swell up. And I, especially with the high carb phase where, everyone emphasized getting in enough water so much, and like overemphasized, it kind of got me out of tune and out of sync with what my body told me to do. And I think it also has a lot to do with the fact that so many people who are and have been promoting the very extreme high carb thing is that they're living in the tropics, and of course you're going to need a lot of more water and fluid there automatically, but it does not just translate into the same thing when you're living not in the tropics. I mean, who would have thought? But so that was a big step for me also. I was not there then, but when I went into all-in recovery, I just drank so much less water, and it's exactly the opposite of what diet culture and all of the experts are telling you nowadays, that you have to watch your water intake and really make sure you eat a glass every hour. Drink a glass every hour, and it's just, insanity. On the Sunday, this was 1 week ago, I had this for breakfast. I was actually going to church and leading worship there, so I had this quick breakfast. And it's usual, and I also had one of these in church still. I always make sure to have breakfast no matter what, and if I eat on top, then that's what I'm going to do. But I make sure I'm not going there and then in the end, I just don't leave it up to how do you say, I won't make it that accidental. I can't find the right word right now, but I make sure that I really take control in the most positive non-eating disorder like way, and make sure I get in the food. And if I eat on top, there's only it's better, but there will not be me going somewhere and if there's no food, then there's then that's it and that's fine. No, I don't leave it up to chance. That's what I was looking for. Okay, so you see these pudding things and like croissant type of things, and cake with the poppy seeds, and this is something, and also with nut fillings. I had a few of those, and also after worship, when I was not so hyped up anymore and so excited anymore, I also had this barista coffee that our friend made on this Sunday, and I was cheersing with David there. And it's just something, it's something that really helped combat my eating disorder, just to be able to have cake when there is some somewhere. And before, like in the Quasi Recovery 1 year ago, I would have said, it's not vegan, so it's a no-go. It's just like off limits. But eating disorder has won, and that's not how it goes anymore. And I think this is very crucial. You saw me here in my Sunday dress and the road bike. We were going to barbecue there, and this is what we had there. It's kind of like a buffet with friends and people from church, and we just spent the whole day together. And I also had meat, like non-vegan things, but I also had, vegan stuff. I also had this cheesecake thing, chocolate brownie cheesecake thing. And I also had a real steak, not a whole one. I believe it was like half of it. It's also not relevant to you guys, but for me, it's just about eating exactly what I'm craving in the moment. And that's what I'm still doing. And it hasn't changed. Also, this cheesecake, it's just something, when I was at a party 1 year ago, oh, it's not vegan, so that's it. But since all in recovery, that's not how it goes anymore. I had this when I was back at home. I had several of these cheesecakes, but I just wanted to have, when I was home, I was in the mood for chocolate, and it's also Easter, and I was like, okay, I haven't bought like special Easter type of stuff, but it will not hinder me from just having chocolate. And I had this, it's kind of an expensive brand of chocolate that I had anyway, but it's actually, I was like, wow, I don't think it's that great even. And I had this kind of cheap Milka thing, which I think it even tastes better. And so you don't have to decide between one or the other. I just had, I had both. This screenshot, the best part is that you feel so good afterwards. And, this influencer is promoting the healthy, homemade, whole food, vegan sweets. And I would take that anytime. I love these, everything with dates and stuff. And it's perfectly my kind of taste. But it's like suggesting that if you eat conventional chocolate or something, or conventional sweet, then you won't feel good afterwards, which is, I think, a problem, because it's something that's just not right in and of itself. It's just something that is very much, a big propaganda about it. Then the screenshot, listening to your body, that it in the beginning means for a lot of people that you will eat a lot, and feel like it is too much, like these sweets that you see here. And then it says that learning your body means just a couple of them, and then it's fine. But I think that is a problem, in a sense that many people are trying to take control of it and are telling themselves, or the eating disorder comes in and says, well, now we have learned it, and now the extreme hunger is over, so you kind of just decide that it's over. It has to be over now, right? Because you have gained weight and everything, and so it will have to be less. And that's where a lot of mistakes in recovery happen, I think. And I also had to be very wary of that. Also, what they have on the right side is, I feel like crap when I do that, like eating so many, like on the left side. So I'll eat dinner with some candy. And you see the very conscious thought process about it. It's very much like, okay, I feel addicted to these things. It must not be that much, so I will kind of manipulate and just eat dinner, eat something healthy, and then only a little bit of this. And it's still kind of this, I think, very controlling and manipulative way about going about food. I generally think that this account, Food Peace Nutritionist, has a lot of very good content. These are just some thoughts that I had on this specific type of post. As someone coming from a restrictive eating disorder, and someone, who is talking to a lot of you guys who are in this recovery process, and I just wanted you guys to know, if you are in this process right now, the way to go about it is not this rational, controlling way of, okay, I have to take control about the amount of unhealthy, quote-unquote, foods that I'm eating, because it has to come naturally. I think that's the only way to really, truly recover, and anything else is still in the realm of Quasi Recovery. Let's see what there is on the left side. OMG, candy, yummy. I will eat all of it just because I can. Well, that's basically exactly what I think has to happen when you start the real recovery, because I think when you're coming from a restrictive eating disorder, such as anorexia or atypical anorexia or bulimia or whatever, anything that has to do with compensating and manipulating the amount of food and calories and whatnot, you actually have to get rid of and, ban any type of restriction, and also this type of I'm trying to just eat less so I will have something healthy, and then only a little bit of this. You know what I mean? I hope these thoughts helped you. I will leave it at that for today. I would love to hear your opinion on that in the comments. Also, that's it for today. And I will see you tomorrow in tomorrow's video. Bye.
Oh, I see lightning, I hear thunder. Something stirring 6 feet under. Dead things come back to life again. I believe there's about to be another resurrection. Oh, I see signs and I see wonders. Earth of living color. Dead things come back to life again. I believe there's about to be another resurrection. Resurrection. Oh, come alive. Come on. Wake up, sleeper. He is risen, and we are risen with him. Oh, hallelujah, it is finished. See that grave, nobody hid it. Dead things come back to life again. I believe there's about to be another resurrection in this place. Come alive, wake up, sleeper. He is risen, and we are risen with him. Paradise, come right open. He is risen, and we are risen with him. Come alive, hey, wake up, sleeper. He is risen, and we are risen with him. Paradise, come wide open. He is risen, and we are risen with him. If you see what I see, that the grave is empty, then you know what I know. Anything is possible. If you see what I see, that the grave is empty, then you know what I know. Anything is possible. Oh, do you see what I see? Yeah. to the beginning. Can't control what tomorrow will bring, but I know here in the middle is that place where you promised to be. I'm not enough unless you come. Will you meet me here again? 'Cause all I want is all you are. Will you meet me here again? And as I walk now through the valley, let your love rise above everything, like the sun shaping the shadow. In my weakness, your glory appears. It appears. I'm not enough unless you come. Will you meet me here again? 'Cause all I want is all you are. Will you meet me here again? Not enough, no. I'm not enough unless you come. Will you meet me here again? 'Cause all I want, 'cause all I want is all you are. Will you meet me here Oh, now for a minute was I forsaken. The Lord is in this place. The Lord is in this place today. Come, Holy Spirit, troubles awaken. The Lord is in this place. The Lord is in this place. Oh, now for a minute was I forsaken. The Lord is in this place. The Lord is in this place. Come, Holy Spirit, troubles awaken. The Lord is in this place. The Lord is in this You come, will you meet me here again? 'Cause all I want is all you are. 'Cause all I want is all you are. Will you meet me here again? I'm not enough. I'm not enough unless you come. Will you meet me here again? 'Cause all